Hello guys, welcome to my channel. This is the 30th tutorial in this course, and in this tutorial we are going to see how we can use the group by clause while performing the join operation on a couple of tables. So the tables that we're going to use are the same tables with which we worked in the previous tutorial, the tutorial table and the tutorial underscore info table, and we now know what kind of information we have in both the tables, and we performed a join operation on them, so we know how to use the join and the on and all the clauses. So this example is going to be an extension of what we did in the last tutorial, and it's going to be pretty simple. So let's say I want to pull out subject information from the tutorial table and views and likes data from the tutorial underscore info table. So since we have two tables with which we're going to work, so we'll have to obviously perform a join on them. Now let's say I also want to see the total number of views that all the tutorials in the C playlist have accumulated, and the total number of views and likes that all tutorials in the shell scripting playlist have accumulated, and total number of views and likes that all tutorials in the SQL playlist have accumulated. So obviously I'll be grouping the tutorials on the basis of the subject value, right? So all the C tutorials have to be grouped together, and all the SQL tutorials have to be grouped together, and then we'll be adding the views and likes data for all the tutorials, and we'll be displaying that data. So let's get started. So I'll first have to type in select, right? That is so we have to use a select query, of course, and then t dot subject, and as in the previous tutorial I'll be referring to the tutorial table as t, right? And subject here is the name of the field that holds subject values in the tutorial table, and then I'll type in sum, which is an aggregate function, and we haven't checked this function out in this course thus far, and I intend on recording a separate tutorial on aggregate functions, but for the time being just know that it adds numeric values, right? So I'll type in ti dot views within parentheses, right? And then I want to see this as total views, so I'll type in that within single quotes, total space views, and let's say I also want to see the total number of likes, so I'll type in sum again, and within parentheses I'll pass ti dot likes as the argument, and I'll type in the as keyword again, and I want to see this as total likes, right? And then on the next line I'll type in the from keyword, and I'll type in the name of the first table, which is tutorial, as t, and then on the next line I'll type in the join keyword, and I'll type in the name of the second table, which is tutorial underscore info, as ti, and then on the next line I'll type in on, and the condition, which is t dot id equals ti dot tutorial underscore id, right? And then on the next line I'll type in group by, and since we want tutorials to be grouped into groups on the basis of the values in the subject column in the tutorial table, I'll type in t dot subject here, right? I'll put in a semicolon at the end to terminate the query, and when I press Ctrl Enter, I see that I get 3 rows for the 3 different values that the subject column in the tutorial table holds. So I've got C, shell scripting, and SQL as the 3 subjects. The total number of views of all tutorials in the C playlist are 2327000. Total number of views of all tutorials in the shell scripting playlist, well, that's this, and then total number of views for tutorials in the SQL playlist is this, and then we also have data for total number of likes. So that's how you group by data that belongs to 2 different tables. So if you understand the group by operation as well as the join operation, if you understand how those things fundamentally work, then I don't think it's going to be much complicated for you to put them together into a single query, right? So I hope you guys had fun watching this one, and join operation, well, actually the default join is the inner join, and the inner join does not take into account null values that are present in tables, but you also have outer joins like right and left and we're going to check them out maybe in the next couple of tutorials. And those joins take into account null values, and we'll be seeing them. And but that's for the next few tutorials, and for this one I just wanted to discuss this example. So thank you so much, and you must subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and take care, and I'll see you soon.